Hi, everybody. It's Mike from Here the Watchmen. And today, on this edition of the Watchman's Report, we have a crucial message for you. It's time for you to activate and save our country. This is not a time for you to sit on the couch and watch this video. It's a time for you to pick the phone up and make a difference. There is a movement swelling across this country with Larry Nichols leading it, and his assistant, Mary Ellen York, and they want to talk to you and encourage you to step up to the plate and make a difference. Mary Ellen, thank you so much for joining us today on the Watchman's Report.
Thank you, Mike. I'm going to say,
Mary Ellen,
go ahead.
Talk to us. That's okay. Mary Ellen, talk to us a little bit about what this movement is and why it is so crucial for people to be involved.
Here's why it's so crucial. Please rub your thumb and finger together, and that is how close we are to losing our country. We are in a coup. I don't know if you hear many people talking about that. A hot coup that we've heard about in other countries is where they take over the military and the military takes over the government. In a soft coup that we're in, or a silent coup, they take over the media first. Well, we know that's happened. And thank God we still have the freedom for the alternative media, like Hear the Watchmen, to have a chance to have a voice so that we, the people, can do something. Because, you know, our founding fathers said that the only, that evil goes forward when people are silent. When the good people are silent, evil flourishes. And we've got to stop this. It is time. We were told when our Constitution was written that if our government became so corrupt, it was up to we, the people, to take the government back. And that's what we are in the process of doing, and we need more help. I will give you an example of how effective we are. When Judge Roy Moore was running for office for the Senate, we could not do anything to help him win his election. He was responsible for doing that. But they had no intention of letting him take his seat. And the Republican Party in Alabama was told not to let him come to Washington. Well, we put a stop to that, and he was going to Washington had he won. And we did that with phone calls. We called the Republican Party in Alabama, and we called the Chamber of Commerce and threatened to boycott every business that was associated with them. And they put pressure on the RNC as well as our group did. And we heard that they were being given, in Washington, they were being given a daily tally of how many calls they were getting. And we got a report that they thought we had made 100,000 phone calls. And that's the kind of effectiveness that gets noticed. And we need more people involved, because what's going on now in Washington, D.C., you hear about the memo and the terrible corruption going on. The FBI, the DOJ, I mean, our congressmen are not doing their job. When Rosenstein went before the House Judiciary Committee, he refused to answer their questions. You are not allowed to refuse to answer questions of the House Judiciary Committee. The Judiciary Committee is the check and balance for every government agency, including the White House. And you are not allowed to refuse to answer them. If he had classified information in his answer, they could have gone to closed session, because the people on the committee are allowed classified information, and they didn't do that. And they also could have had him arrested, and they didn't do that either. So we are holding the Judiciary Committee and the Oversight Committee, we're holding their feet to the fire to do their job, and we need more people to help. We started calling, and we had to take a break because things were happening in Washington, so that what we were doing needed to be adjusted. So we're in the process of adjusting our script. What we do is we make phone calls. We will provide a script for you to read exactly as written. And it cannot be changed one word. We have to read it exactly as written. The only thing you're allowed to change is what name you use. You can use your first name, your middle name, your last name, whatever you want to do. You do not have to give your last name. You do not have to give a whole name. And you don't even have to give your name at all. That is the only thing that you have an option of changing, because Larry has written the scripts to make sure that we are not in any way legally liable for anything. He takes all the heat with what is said, and all we have to do is read it. We will provide the phone numbers and the names, and we will be calling the office at Congress as well as the office, one of their home offices. We choose, Larry selects key people to call, and he knows who they are. And that's one of the things we do. Larry says there are 3 ways that we, the people, can save this country. One is your voice. And he says that every one of us is an army of one, and we can make a difference on our own. But even better than that, number 2 is our voices collectively. And that's where this program, what we are doing, will make a huge difference. The 3rd is your vote. And one of the other things that we are doing is we are starting a syndicated campaign, which has never been done in our history before. We are wanting 100 candidates for the U.S. House of Representatives to run together under the banner, "We Are Not Them." We have trademarked that logo, and we would like our candidates to add this to their whatever they're using for their campaign and promote "We Are Not Them." And we know that the media will jump on the bandwagon and probably to laugh at us and make fun of those that are running, because we want ordinary people to apply. We do not want anybody who's already been a politician to apply. We do not want lawyers to apply. We want ordinary folks to go into Washington, sign a contract with America, which says that you will keep your campaign promises, or you will choose to resign, or we will recall you, which means we have to make sure we make them follow through with that. The other thing is they promise to go in for no more than 2 terms. And that's what we're hoping to do with this syndicated campaign. And we're wanting people all over the country to sign up.
If I'm hearing you correctly, this is an opportunity for people to stand up and be accountable.
Stand up and what? I lost you.
Stand up and be accountable. This is a chance for people to stand up and be accountable and actually do something to change the way our country operates.
We are to be run by the people, of the people, and for the people. We're not doing that anymore. We are being run by a small group of elites who think they can get away with whatever they want, who are taking bribes and becoming filthy rich. And that's not right. That is not what our constitutional republic was set up to do. And we are in a constitutional crisis right now when so many agencies have within them secret societies to overthrow our government. And that's a problem. And we have to take it back, because this government was set up so that we participate. So we have to.
Well, you know, Mary Ellen, I don't know if you saw it or not, but, you know, during the government shutdown, and now this is, to me, something that is, I mean, it's just horrific. The military members were required to show up for work, but they were refused pay, while Congress did nothing and they still got paid. I mean, do we need to change this whole system or what?
We need to get back to what the system was supposed to be. We need to base everything on our Constitution. Even our Supreme Court doesn't follow the Constitution anymore. They're instead of ruling according to the Constitution, they have taken it upon themselves to interpret the Constitution. That's not, then they can make law that they can interpret it to be the opposite of what the Constitution actually says. It's so easy to read the Constitution and understand it. It's basic guidelines. And we're not under a constitutional republic right now. We're being run by an elite few. We are this close to being a communist country. And if that happens, we will look like Venezuela in no time. And don't say you can't believe that, because Venezuela was doing very well not that long ago. And that's what the desire is to do to us.
So do you believe that if people get involved in this and they really make the effort, that we can affect a change?
Absolutely. We got a report from Ed Klein, who's a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist. He had contacts in Washington, D.C., and he called Larry and said that our team had them shaking in their boots because of what we were doing on behalf of Judge Moore. Now we are going, this is big time. We are playing big time now with what we are planning to do, which is why reading this script exactly as written protects us legally. If you go off script and something happens, you're on your own. But if you stay on script, what is written exactly the way Larry writes it, we're protected. And they will know what we're doing and the script into public record. And so that way they have the script and know that it's verified. If you go off script, you're on your own. But if you stay on script, there's no harm. And we will make a difference.
Now, how exactly do people with this? Where do they go? What's the website? How do they really find the information out and get up off their couch and make a difference?
Okay, there are two ways to do this. You can go to the email ethicscampaign@yahoo.com, or you can also go to the website nicholslive.com. nicholslive.com, just his last name, and then L-I-V-E, NICHOLSLIVE.com. And the nicholslive.com discusses the campaign and gives you the link to people signing up for the campaign. And it has the link to Ethics Campaign as well. Larry's bio is on the website as well, just a basic bio of the things that he has accomplished over the last 30 years. He knew.
Now, he's had insight. He's had insight. He's been in the trenches. He's been a part of it, and now he's redeemed. And Mary Ellen, tell us, if someone wants to support this campaign and this movement financially, how would they go about doing that? There's
a donate button at the website, nicholslive.com. And just click that. It goes straight into his PayPal account. There's no third party, nothing else. You can go straight in there. You can use your bank account. I think you can use a debit card. You can use a credit card, and it just goes straight into his account from the website. So the website will link you to PayPal, and then you go straight into his PayPal that way.
You guys are doing some amazing work, and I know I've watched my wife be a part of this, folks, and you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of time to do this. It really doesn't.
The script
The
script takes, right now, the script we were reading a couple weeks ago was 2.5 minutes. We are going to shorten that. The script we were reading for Judge Moore was, I think, 1.5 minutes. And we want you to make 2 calls a day. And we've been running the campaign for 2 weeks. That's all it takes. People can afford to pick up the phone. We give you the number. You read the script. 1.5 minutes later, you hang up. You will be given clear directions of what to do, but that's basically it. You dial the number, you read the script, you hang up. No dialogue whatsoever. And if they ask you questions, you talk over them, finish the script, and hang up. It's that easy.
So what you're saying, Mary Ellen, is the commitment that you're asking people to make is less than 5 minutes a day?
Yes, sir. Unless you have a hard time getting through and have to dial multiple times, that'll add a few seconds to your day.
Wow, folks. So now listen. It's important that you pick the phone up and that you join this movement. This is no joke. I mean, this is something that in America, it's time for us to take back our country. And, you know, you've witnessed all the craziness, the government shut down, the waste of tax dollars and all that. We finally have an opportunity to make a change, but we can't do it without you. On board with Larry Nichols and Mary Ellen York. Get out there, make the phone calls, be a part of this movement. It's not something that you will regret. Now, Mary Ellen, one more time, find out where to get this script and how to get involved.
Okay, I'm going to say one more thing. There are people who say, I don't call Congress. I don't get involved in politics. But I am saying you are involved, whether you like it or not. Just like with your vote, if you stay home, you have given an opportunity for the other side to win. And if you do not get involved in politics, you're involved anyhow. You have just aided the other side. The way to get involved, you can do ethicscampaign@yahoo.com and send an email and say, count me in. Or you can go to nicholslive.com and you can sign up with the link to Ethics Campaign is on the website. And the information for Ethics Campaign at yahoo.com.
Ethics Campaign, folks. Don't miss out on this. And you know what, Mary Ellen, I have to say, if someone's listening here that says, I'm not one of those people that calls Congress, I don't get involved in politics, then stop complaining. Go ahead. Move to Russia. We don't really care. If you live in America and you're an American and you value what it is that our country stands for, you have to get involved. Ethicscampaign@yahoo.com. Get busy and get involved.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Mary Ellen, thank you so much for spending time with me today.
Thank you, Mike. We'll talk again.
God bless. God bless what you guys are doing. God bless what Larry's doing. Larry Nichols, LarryNicholsLive.com. Come on, folks, get on board, join in, be a part of a movement and not just a complainer. Get out there and do something and affect a change. And as always, remember, there's not anything that you can't do without Jesus in your heart, except nothing at all. So get busy, get activated, get out there. Visit HearTheWatchMen.com. Come on out to Dallas. Mary Ellen will be there. A lot of other people will be there. Get fired up to make a change in 2018. Again, Mary Ellen, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Mike. God bless you.
All right, folks, we'll talk to you all again here soon on the Watchman's Report. Please don't forget, subscribe to our channel. God bless each and every one of you.